Let's welcome our next guest who just recently passed the CPA exam.
My name is Anshul Goyal, and I'm a licensed chartered accountant in India, practicing into public account firm in India since 6 years.
What advice would you like to share with people who are studying for the CPA exam right now?
I see, some students, they're really reluctant to take down the notes, and they just keep asking, in the groups and everything, maybe we can pass CPA exam without taking notes. It's really a terrible decision to go forward with that. You really need to take down the notes because you cannot read 600, 300 pages on the exam day before the exam. So definitely you need to take down the notes. And a lot of people, they just really miss AICPA sample tests on the website for each exam. It's highly recommended from my side to really have that experience, and especially the simulations part, because it will really help you to be much strong on the simulation on the exam day. Because all those exhibits and templates, students, they just keep wondering, where we can get exam experience sample tests. Nobody can give you except the AICPA. And especially for the research part, I would say specifically, try to practice 10 to 15 research questions during your preparations. Try to make your own questions. If you can't do that, you should download some PDFs. It's available on the Google, and do up some research on Google. You'll definitely get some materials. Practice research, practice the sims from those PDFs. I won't recommend MCQs from those because it's quite outdated. But yes, simulations and those can be manageable. And try to be focused. The more focused you are on the exam day and also during your preparations, the more scores you would get. And be focused on the incorrect MCQs, not the correct MCQs. Usually the students are terrified when they see, oh, my review score is like 40, 30, 50, and they're completely terrified. In my case, FAR score was around 40. For AUD, it was going to 30s actually. But I was self-motivating myself, to be focused more on the incorrect MCQs. That's what we are here for, not to focus on how much correct we did, but to focus more on which incorrect questions we did, try to understand our mistakes, write down the notes, and you'll be absolutely fine. Who cares how much correct you did, but it really matter for how much incorrect you did, and come back again on those questions. Be strategic. Don't spend too much time on one topic, because the exams is full of different topics, multiple topics on the exam day. So just keep moving forward, come back again when you feel that you have extra time to study those topics, and keep solving more and more MCQ. That's the area which one needs to focus on. Spend more time on the MCQs, take down the notes, and you'll be absolutely fine. And do practice AICPA sample tests. I had a lot of strategies for the exam day, and I had a different strategy for different exams and also for different test lists on the exam day. My first exam experience with REG, I just distributed the time for each testlet equally. But after that exam, I realized, maybe I should have some different time management for different exams. And for VEC, I took up 1 hour for first testlet, which was really important because MCQs is something which can really pull down the scores. So first test list, I took 1 hour on VEC and 30 minutes for second testlet MCQ. For the simulations part, I gave myself 15 minutes for each question on simulation. So it's like 45 minutes for each test list. And I was able to manage all the test lists in those time slots. But yes, this was the exam strategy. But before that, I had solving more and more MCQs, practicing AICPA sample tests, practicing the sims on the software, and then filtering for my incorrect MCQs. The most important thing was that I did not waste much time on simulations to solve them. Actually, I was just reviewing the answers and trying to connect. So just take 2 minutes to just do whatever answer or something you can write or select something, whatever comes first in your mind. Don't waste so much time on the simulations part. and that really helped me to manage the simulations part on the exam day. But yes, it all depends on one strategy, how one can receive the receptivity from the content they're reading. But yes, you need to have a proper strategy to move forward on the exam day. I always had two plans, plan A and plan B for the exam day. And I was always ready. If the plan A doesn't work, I will completely switch over to plan B. So FAR was something I really had to do a lot of brainstorming seriously for these event strategies, because I had some doubt maybe my plans won't work for FAR. So again, for FAR, I was a little slow on the MCQs. No need to rush, because I realized that simulations will definitely be easy and to tackle out. So I took around 2.5 hours for MCQs for FAR exam. So I really be slow, no issue. And but for this, you really need to be confident that you can manage simulations for the balanced time slots. And luckily, I got 2 research questions on the FAR exam. For the other exam, it was only 1 research questions, and it was really a happy moment for me, because I got 20 to 30 minutes more, because research was really strong for me. I had previous experience for researching, so that gave me more time slot for the other simulation areas, and I was able to manage with the time slot. So definitely, you need to be strong in some areas to manage the time. It cannot be just you go and give the exam. You need to be little smart, practice up some stuffs before exam, and you will be really comfortable. But yes, definitely have plan A and plan B, 2 plans for the exam day. My MCQs were really terrible for the audit. My sims were strong, but my MCQs were terrible. So I could really realize that how the exam was going on. And when I switched to the sims on the exam day, again, I switched on the plan B and tried to focus more that yes, we have to get it done correctly, any cost. So just be focused on, and I was like, one thing I would like to mention that one simulation was completely similar from a CPA sample tests. So that was a big thing for me. So that's why I highly recommend do the ASCPA sample tests. Students keep wondering, this and this company is not able to provide me exam experience, test lists and simulations or exhibits. Nobody can provide you. It's only the ASCP who has on the website, and they have 5 to 6 simulations. We have 8 simulations on the exam, so they're providing 6 simulations. It's really a big thing.